Hello. I haven't been live on my laptop in a minute. Hey y'all, happy Wednesday, Tuesday. Today is Tuesday. If you are just joining or getting up in here, look, I want to tell you right now, I'm gonna do something I haven't done in a long time. Y'all know I love teaching. Y'all know I love to teach, okay? So I wanted to get on here. Sorry, y'all, I'm multitasking though too. I'm replying back to this email. But I wanted to get on here and just simply kind of do something that I've never done before. If you did not know, I recently launched a new community because I listen to y'all. I get y'all DMs. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. I do my polls. Y'all always vote, and y'all always say the number one reason why you haven't started digital marketing is due to money. And I get it. This economy, baby, everybody feeling it. Okay, the gas, everything. What? It's up. I get you. And I just really want to eliminate any excuse that y'all may have because look, y'all all got skills. You all have things that you are good at. There's no reason why you cannot generate no income off the side. You know what I'm saying? You on your phone 24/7. So there's no reason why you are not making extra little income. So I created this community. It's called the Sicko Method. And it's truly just my frameworks of what I teach my students that have made their first $1,000 online, my students that have made over $700,000 online. So, the important thing is to learn, y'all. Learn high income skills. I cannot say that enough. I know you see a lot of people on this internet and they make it seem like it's just this overnight get rich quick scheme. It's not. But the biggest thing and probably one of the best things that you can do, especially in this era of where we're at in the world, is learn skills, learn high income skills because it truly can open the door for you to do so many different things. Okay. I'm so grateful that I get to, help as many people as I get to help, but also with learning these skills, it set me up to never have to worry about money again. Am I the most wealthiest person in the world? No, but at the same time, I never have to worry about a bill or my shit getting cut off because that's the shit that was the life that I used to live. So I don't know if I have anybody in the room that wants to break that cycle. I'm telling you, it requires work, but with the right coach, the right mentor, the right person behind you, the right community, it can make a whole hell of a lot different. So that's why I'm going to just say I encourage you learn high income skills. Okay, so many different ways you can do it. There's a lot of free information, obviously online, but the perk and the convenience of starting with someone like myself is you're gonna skip all of that if you ain't trying to be sitting there learning because learning it's a lot. It's hard, right? And so that's what I'm saying. That's the biggest thing. So that's what Sickos kind of stands for. So you learn high income skills. With the skills that you learn, you'll learn how to start utilizing content to attract people that are interested in what you're talking about and eventually buy from you. Okay, which next leads to the I in Sicko, which is income. Okay. Instead of just getting on this internet, y'all, and just be talking, and not doing nothing about it. If you learn high income skills and you talk about that in your content, right, and teach people and give people value, right, you can make a lot of money. Okay. That's where the income comes from. And from there, you experience ownership. Again, kind of going back to what I was saying, like learning high income skills has set me up for just like I never have to worry about money again. And that's such a blessing. And again, it's not about being the most wealthiest person. Again, I want to touch 40, 50 trillion dollars. I pray to God I do. But at the same time, again, to finally be in such a comfortable space, that's what can happen if you take the time to learn high income skills. Your job is cool or whatever, but use your job as a stepping stone to, fund your life so you can get independent. So if some shit do go sideways, you be good. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I get on here pretty much and teach people about. Again, I created this community. I wanted to create something at an affordable price. So literally you have no excuse to get started. Okay. So what I'm gonna do today is, like I said, I ain't been on the laptop. I ain't been on the laptop in a minute, y'all. So I figured I would get on here and just kind of show you how it works. This community and inside of the program, it literally is straight to the point, straight to the point. So today I'm gonna quickly show you. And if I got anybody in the room, because I love using y'all as I'm saying my little, I don't want to say test dummies. That sounds fucked up, don't it? But y'all, if I got anybody in the room, right, who's in disbelief that they don't have no skills or they're not good at nothing, I want you to tell me in the motherfucking comments right now, what do people always tell you that you're good at? What do people say? You should be charging for that? Y'all put it in the comments and let me know. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share my screen with y'all and we're gonna build an offer together, literally less than 30 minutes. So if you are someone who's been wanting to learn how to make money online, you keep making all these motherfucking excuses. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna do it again. The money. Da, da, da. Let's fix that shit today. Okay. So do I have anybody in the room that just wants to share something that they're good at? Anybody. Let me know. If not, I'll just make up something randomly. I can't think of nothing, but I'm gonna make up something randomly. And I'm gonna share my screen with y'all. And we gonna build an offer real fast. Cause I want to show y'all how fast this shit takes. Cause y'all over there sitting on a gold mine and you scared. Hey D, how are you? How's it going? What you doing? How you doing? I don't be getting none of y'all live notifications. Let me pin this in here. I'm gonna do this now before I forget. I'm trying to think of something. I want it to be random. I don't want to feel like I pre-planned. I really want to do something random, and we're gonna build an offer together. So let me see. TT never lets me down. Let me go into TT. I ain't been in TT in a while, other than when I use this bot. Let me see. And y'all, this is how I be talking to ChatGPT. Hey girl, long time no talk. I want to create a live offer while I'm on live. I want it to be random as fuck so I can show these people it's not that hard to do. Give me like 3 random ideas because they on here being scary and watching me on the screen and not saying shit, and I'm trying to help them how to get some money. But give me 3 random ideas that are just random that I can use, and I'm gonna create an offer real fast. Since y'all being shy, we gonna let TT do the work, okay? So let's see what she says. She said, yes, exactly. How you wake them up. You about to, okay, anyways. So we got a cleaning. Okay, definitely cleaning. I mean, there's so many different things you can do with cleaning. Babysitting. Okay. And editing. Okay, I don't like none of them ideas. So let's just do what's some I'm trying to think of some. What do y'all be saying when y'all be like, I'm really good at oh, I know. Somebody always probably be like, people love talking to me. People love talking to me. What would y'all be saying? Let me think of something. I'm about to think of something. We're gonna do that. Because I feel like that's the typical answer that anybody would say. So let me share my screen with y'all. Y'all let me know if y'all can see my screen too. I might end up sliding y'all over here so I can still see the comments. But we're gonna do this and we're gonna make some money really fast, and y'all gonna stop complaining about, oh my god, I don't have the things that I want. Oh my god, you because I'm about to eliminate every excuse. No more excuses, okay? You always do it. No more excuses, okay? Let me see. Can I share this or just entire screen? Because which screen am I on? This one? Okay. Okay, y'all let me know y'all screen. Can y'all not see it? What the hell? Oh, shit. Let me do this. Okay, y'all, I ain't did this in a while. Give me some. Let's see. I thought, oh, maybe I'm just gonna have to do window. Dang, but I wanted to be able to go between the windows and stuff. Okay, we can't do all that, y'all. I was trying to be fancy today. It ain't gonna let me do that shit. Okay, I'm sharing. It's been a while, y'all. I'm sorry. Phew. Going good. I've been going live. The last 2 days good. I'm gonna put in the community today about needing support on TikTok live. Okay. I don't know what you mean by it, but okay. Okay, girl. Well, hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. I'll talk to you tomorrow, okay? Okay, y'all. So this is the bot that I built inside of the community, okay? And if you want to learn how to make at least a minimum of $82 a day, baby, follow along because I'm about to walk you through. But again, I'm gonna show you really quickly how you can create, validate, and literally start selling your offer in 7 days or less. Okay. So I have this bot and it's trained on everything that's inside of my program that I created. Now look, this is for people that swear up and down that they are not good at nothing, that they don't know what they need. It's 2026, okay? You are good at something. To you, it may be simple. It may be the most basic thing. You can do it in your sleep, but somebody will pay for that, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. Again, something to you may be like a piece of cake, but for someone else, it's complex and they like are struggling with it and they are willing to pay you for it ASAP, okay? So again, I'm just gonna use an example of, people love talking to me. People love, pouring their heart out to me, especially when it comes to like relationships. Okay. So we're gonna do this. So I'm gonna say, I don't know what to sell. Help me figure it out. And we're gonna see if she push out. Okay, I need people in the live so it can get pushed out. Okay, D. Yeah, we're gonna be doing a community live this week. I ain't saying nothing, but I'm putting it in my announcement that I'm gonna say. So we'll be talking about it. Okay. But girl, get back to work. Okay. Okay, girl. Okay. So as y'all can see, this is what it says. It says, this is literally find my offer again. So just to give you a heads up how this works, there are over 17 modes inside of this bot, okay? Because again, if you're using regular chat GPT and you're like, hey, make me a digital product that'll sell, that shit is going to give you some basic information. And we don't want to do that, okay? We want to make sure that there is actual demand out there for our product. So it's very important that we validate and stuff like that. So the way this is built is going to ask you a series of questions, unlike just ChatGPT, just basically going with whatever you think is good, and then you wonder why your shit don't sell. That's what we're not going to do. Okay. So it says, first question, don't overthink this. What do people already come to you for help with? Like text, calls, advice, favors. What do they rely on you for without you even trying to monetize it? Okay. And again, to you, it may be basic. To you, it may come to you and you're like, I don't even have to think about that. I can do it with my eyes closed. That's great. That's wonderful, right? And there's a high percentage again that somebody will be willing to pay for. So again, I said I was going to use the example of, can I talk today? So people always come to me and tell me all their business about their relationships. A lot of the times, I ain't gonna lie, it'd be like the toxic relationships, like, you know, they baby daddy cheating on them or something. It's me making shit up, y'all. But I'm telling y'all, this is how this shit works. We about to turn this into an offer, okay? So boom, you drop that in there like that, and then it's like, okay, listen, there is actually way more valuable than valuable. This is way more valuable than you think. People don't just vent to anybody about toxic relationships. They mean they trust your perspective. You're already the unofficial therapist friend. Now I'm going to push you a little. When they come to you with this stuff, what usually happens next? Like, be real. Are you the one helping them see the red flags? Are you the one telling them to leave? Or are you the one helping them to stop going back? Girl, what do they be doing? No, they usually get their shit together, and a lot of them have actually left the relationships, but mainly they just see their true value and their true worth. That was good, y'all. That was good. Y'all feel me? It's good. Hey, Tori. Okay, so we're gonna drop that in there like that. Boom, right? Stay with me, okay? Because this shit about to get real good, okay? This is how powerful this system is, all right? Okay, so it's okay, yeah. Now this is something. I'm not gonna sugarcoat this. You are sitting on a real offer already. You're not just the friend people vent to. You help people see their worth and actually leave toxic relationships. That's not small, that's life-changing. Let me say this to you clearly. Your skill is helping people break emotional cycles and choose themselves. And people are struggling with that heavy right now. This is evergreen, always in demand, always painful, always paid for. Y'all hear that shit? This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm trying to get you paid. Okay. It says, here is your offer in one sentence. This is very important. When you are clear and you know what the hell you talking about online, that is what brings people in. That is what magnetizes people, and that's what gets you paid. Okay. And again, there's nothing wrong with that because you blessing people. Okay. You over here helping Rudy and Judy through their motherfucking relationships, and you're not getting paid for it. Again, I know that's your homegirl and that's cool, but why not turn this skill into something that could pay you literally and turn it into an asset where you can be making the money in your sleep while you're not talking to Judy and Rudy, while you're doing whatever what you're doing. Okay. So she gives us our offer. I'm very biased. I'm gonna say the sickle bucket is a female. She may not be. Okay. She could be whoever you want her to be, or he. I help women and men. I help women and men stuck in toxic relationships build their self-worth so they can finally walk away and stop going back. Period. That's good. Yeah, that's money. And before you say it, I already know what you're thinking. Anybody can give relationship advice. No, they can't. If they could, your friends wouldn't keep coming back to you. And they definitely wouldn't be leaving relationships after talking to you. That's proof, that's results, that's value. Now, here is where I tighten it up even more because this is how it sells. You're not selling advice, you're selling a transformation from, I know they're not good for me. Yo, I'm sorry. I don't know why I can never read when I get on live. From your before basically is, I know they're not good for me, but I can't leave. Two, I finally chose myself and I'm done for real. Ooh, that's power. That is good. Okay. Now your next step, keep it simple. No overthinking. Tell me this. When someone is stuck and keeps going back, what's the one thing you say or help them realize that finally makes it click? They're right. There is gonna, I'm sorry, y'all. They're right. That right there is gonna be, y'all see what it's saying, okay? Shit, I don't know why I'm struggling to read today, okay? So again, I'm making this shit off the top of my head. When someone is stuck and keeps going back, what's the one thing you say or help them realize that finally makes it click? The one thing that I always say is, you know what they tell your ass on the motherfucking plane? Bitch, you gotta save yourself first before you try to save anybody. So are you good? Are you pouring into your cup? Are you putting yourself number one? And if oh boy ain't trying to get with the program, then he ain't for you. It's me making some shit up, y'all. But for real, this is how you gotta talk to it, okay? So we're gonna drop that in there like that. Okay, it says, okay, yeah, I'm smiling because this is clear as day now. You have a signature message like already. That save yourself first line, that's your hook, that's your brand. Let me lock it in for you. You don't just give advice, you help people choose themselves for real, not just talk about it. That's the difference. So here's your actual offer. Boom. And see how it's like restructuring the offer so it even sounds more clear. This is what you're going to drop inside of your bio. This is what you're going to always say when you get on live. This is what you're going to always say when you lead your video. So you have essentially like this brand statement, right? That people are going to know you for. And again, when you become that person, it's like, hey, that's the girl that's going to help people, you know what I'm saying? Help people get on. Well, hold on. I help people stuck in toxic relationships finally choose themselves, rebuild their self-worth, and walk away without going back, period. And your method, this is the part people pay for. It's not therapy. It's not just venting. It's breaking the emotional attachment. This is good. Rebuilding self-worth, setting standards, and actually sticking to the decision. This is fire. Okay. No, for real. Now I'm going to guide you into making this into real money, not just a niche idea. Your first simple offer could be a stop going back reset session one-on-one call, period. Okay. And then it also suggests like a 3-day self-worth reset, voice notes, and a mini program. That's some shit you could do like in Telegram. You could do like even a private what's it called, a private membership, or not, I don't want to say private, but a membership like on YouTube. So there's so many different ways that you can host this digital product that is given us. But I would, whatever would be I always tell my students like the most low dollar, low effort. Okay, you don't want to start out the gate spending a whole bunch of money. If you could do something free, host it somewhere on a free platform. Even school has a basic plan where you pay like $9 a month and you can host it in there. But don't be trying to spend a whole bunch of money when you first get started off. Okay, we want to start seeing revenue come in first as we get, you know what I'm saying, as we get to that. Okay, so it says keep it simple. Don't build some big complicated course yet. And listen, people will pay for this because they're tired of crying, they're tired of going back, they're tired of feeling weak. You're selling relief plus power. Now your next step, don't skip this. Tell me this. Do you want to start with one-on-one calls fast? So I'm gonna say this. No, I'm a little nervous about starting with one-on-one calls. What do I do about proof? Like, how would I get somebody to even book a call with me first? Anyway, again, I was just doing this for fun. Or, just helping out my homegirls and my friends. Like, how can this really be a real product? So it says pick one, don't overthink it, but I want to show y'all how it gives you a little resistance, okay? So you ain't never stuck. You ain't never, the way I built this shit, you can't fail, okay? You can't. It says, okay, pause. This is normal, like the exact moment right here. This is where people quit. And I'm not going to let you do that. You're thinking, I don't have proof. I've only helped friends. Why would somebody pay me? This is how a lot of y'all be feeling. This is why I said this shit like how I said it, okay? Because this is what y'all be doing, talking yourself out of some money, okay? Let's break this real quick. You do have proof. Your friends leaving toxic relationships after talking to you. That's not just helping, that's transformation. People pay for outcomes, not credentials. Let's say that again for the people in the back. People pay for outcomes, not credentials. Bitch, if you can help me get to that next level, I don't care if it's showing me how to lose 20 pounds. Granted, just put that disclaimer out there that you're not a certified physician, whatever like that. But as long as you put a disclaimer out there and letting that know, y'all, people don't care about credentials. They care about transformations and outcomes that they're going to get. So just saying, all right? And it says, right now, your outcome is I help real people stop tolerating bullshit and choose themselves. That counts. Now let's fix the real problem. You're trying to jump straight to strangers paying you without showing anything first. That's why it feels scary. So we don't do that. We warm it up. Here's the move. Simple, not overwhelming. Start thinking about this publicly, not perfect. Not polished, just real. Say something like nobody talks about how hard it is. So basically she's giving like content ideas, and we can keep running with that. So the one cool thing about the Sicko method is not only is it straight to the point, streamlined, very short process that you have to go through, you get supported modules to walk you through each stage of this. Okay. So granted, as I'm going through this right here live in front of y'all, this is something that you would be doing day by day. That's why I said it's a 7-day program to really help you create and validate your offer from, you know what I'm saying, from you starting. Can you do this shit in a day? Absolutely. I would want to put that pressure on you. Want to take time with this. Okay. We want to do our research. We want to make sure and see like what are people talking about on TikTok? What are people talking about on YouTube? What are people talking about, on Reddit, on Google, right? Is this a topic that's going to always be around? So the thing that I included inside of the sicko method is I give you a vault full of prompts that you can use to plug in here. So we have find my offer, which is pretty much what we already went through. And now I could drop this prompt in here about simply just validating it. Okay. And that's what I mean when I say like, is do people actually want this? You know what I'm saying? Because it's one thing to be cool and you're interested in it, but it's like, is this shit gonna sell? Because that's where a lot of people get held up. And they be like, oh, I love, making chocolate peaches. Well, if ain't nobody searching motherfucking chocolate peaches, that's just your own, that's your own hobby, and you don't want to waste your time putting together something. And that's the biggest mistake that so many people made. That was one of the mistakes that I made, when I first tried to start digital marketing. I was like, well, I'm talented. I like create cute and creative things. I know how to go into Canva, right? And I wasted so much time and energy building something, but I didn't actually look and bait my audience and see like what's out there. Are people actively searching for it? How are they searching for it, right? So I can build my offer around that. So that's what you learn inside of the sicko method, okay? So it says say less. So I just recently kind of just stopped mid conversation with her and was like, hey, validate my offer, okay? So it says, your idea, helping people stuck in toxic relationships rebuild self-worth so they can leave and stop going back. I would set this sentence to the side. Again, this is something that you're going to be putting in your bio or just, in general. Whenever people see you, they're going to know that this is what you do, all right? So it says, now I'm running through the sicko 5-point filter, okay? We got to make sure, number one, is this a strong, clear problem that we solve? This is very specific to pain, right? It's not relationship advice. It's I know this is toxic, but I can't leave. That's the real emotional, urgent problem that people have. That's strong. Okay. The next thing is, does it have a clear transformation? Okay. When we talk about our before, it's very important. If you want to be able to make money online, y'all, you got to be clear on what they before is and what they're going to get out of this. Nobody cares about what the process is. Nobody wants to. It's just like saying, if I know I'm going to get a six-pack in 10 weeks, I don't want to know what the fuck I'm going to be doing. Just know that I'm going to have a six-pack in them 10 weeks. Okay, that's all I care about. Same thing when it comes to transformation, okay? So the before was you're stuck, you're confused, you're going back, you're low self-worth, all that shit, low self-esteem, all that, right? To after this, you are going to experience, you're going to be more confident, you're going to be clear, and you're going to be done for real, okay, with the bullshit, all right? That's a visible life shift. This is what people pay for. Okay. And then the next thing that the program runs you through is just like an evergreen check. Okay. Toxic relationships are not going anywhere ever, unfortunately, right? So this is year-round, forever demand. Okay. And the reason why I put that in there is because I've had students, for example, who enjoyed making Christmas cards, right? But that Christmas card is going to do really, really great around that end of the year season or whatever like that, even come like October going into November, right? But what about all the other months? Okay. You want to make sure you create an asset that's making you money, 7 days from today, 7 weeks from today, 7 years from today. So that's what evergreen is for. Okay. And then the next filter would be the demand signals. Okay. Again, is this in high demand? Are people actively searching for this? Does this come up in search engines and stuff like that? If it don't, what are we doing? Okay. So people are all over TikTok, YouTube, Reddit talking about why I can't leave, how to stop going back, signs of toxic relationships. Okay. And when it gives you these type of phrases and stuff, this is the type of content that you want to create. This is the type of product that you want to create around these things that people are actively searching for. So that way, when they are in their feelings, when they are pissed off and they're like, how to get over a toxic relationship or signs of a toxic relationship, boom, you appear up in search and boom, you have your product link and boom, that's how you get paid. It's just a full cycle. Okay. And the last filter is the outcome clarity. Okay. You can clearly say you'll finally leave and not go back. From speaking from my experience of how I was using, this situation. Again, she was helping her friends, prior, and they've actually left relationships. So that's why this works. So stop thinking that, you have to have these high income screenshots. Your experience, your lived experience, if you help somebody and it's been multiple times, there's been someone else and they're constantly like, girl, you need to sell that, girl, you should be doing that or whatever. You should, and there's nothing wrong with that. And you can turn it easily into a digital asset for yourself. So like I said, days from today, weeks from today, and months from today, you could continue to make income from it. Okay. So it says verdict, build this immediately. I'm not even going to adjust. This is already solid, but I'm going to tighten it so it's sells easier. Right now it's a little abroad. Here's a sharper version. Okay. So as you continue to ask the bot questions and work through your offer, the offer gets better. And that's really the beauty of it. Okay. So it says, I help, we went from, I forgot what the first sentence was, but now it's changing to, I help women and men who keep going back to toxic partners rebuild their self-worth so they can leave for good without second guessing themselves. All right. If you're just now coming in the room, I'm just quickly showing you how you can build an offer using the Sicko method. I'm going through and using the AI engine that I built that literally helps you create and validate your offer within 7 days or less. Okay. So if you are interested and you want to learn how to generate income online, really the Sicko method is kind of like two incomes in one, because if you decide, you want to create your own offer, which I highly recommend, that's the whole point, right? That is one stream of income, and you also can resell it for 85% commission. So every time you resell this program and mention it and how amazing it is, you can earn $82 per sale as well too, if you're interested. Okay. So it says, where was I? It says that without second guessing part, that's an emotional hook. That's what keep people stuck. Now, real talk, your fear wasn't about the idea. The idea was valid. You were doubting yourself. Two different problems. All right. So boom, we did validate offer. Now I'm gonna go back into the bot and get I want to map out my product. Okay. So again, all these prompts are included when you get the Sicko method. I'm going to drop this in here and I'm just say, okay, boom, I pretty much got my sentence, my offer statement that I'm going to always lead with. Now let's map out my product. What do I need to turn this in? Like I mentioned, you could do this in a school community. You could do Telegram. It completely up to you what your vibe and your style is. But again, the Sicko bot helps you kind of walk through it. Okay. So it says core problem. I know this relationship is toxic, but I can't leave or I keep going back. Okay. We know our target user. It could be men or women emotionally attached to a toxic partner. All right. They already know it's bad. They just can't detach. We're not targeting happily single people or general dating folks. Okay. So basically what we're saying is we don't want to come across like we are just, this is for all relationships. This is for anybody, right? No, this is very specific. If you're in a toxic ass relationship, you know the shit, you know what you're going through. All right. I am talking to you. All right. And then we have our clear transformation, which is emotionally stuck, confused, going back, low self-worth, etc., to becoming clear, confident, and emotionally detached. Okay. So now we need to basically come up with our most viable product. Now, this is one thing that I always tell my students. So many people spend so much time trying to make the graphics amazing, trying to make the colors amazing, trying to make the icons and the images and all that shit amazing. And you're spending so much time doing it. We're not doing it. Okay. You want to make a most valuable product. Okay. What's something that's to the point? You can always go back and fix it later, but your job right here is to really just try to get something out there to, start seeing those transformations so you can gather testimonies so you can make your product better. So it gives us these simple 3 to 5 parts, for everything. All right. And it says the wake up shift. This is, and it gives you like a title with a subtitle. So the wake up shift is to break the illusion, why they're stuck, why it's not love. Okay, boom, a little attachment. All right. And then we have the self-worth rebuild. Your save yourself first concept goes here. And then daily mindset plus identity shift. Then the next that says the detach and cut the cord. Okay. So basically they're putting this in like a module style, if that makes sense. But again, this is something that you could host on YouTube. You could do it like unlisted where you don't have to pay. If you're using like which I highly recommend, like a online payment processor like StanStore, that would be really cool because they have like a course option that you can do it on there. You have that option, okay? But you can put it in module format, is basically what it's saying. So again, basically 4 parts of your product that is like to the point and that's going to give your audience clear transformation. Okay, I'm not going to read everything there. And then it says that's it, that's your product. No 12 modules, no fluff. That's actually fire. So boom, we have basically what we can build. And you can kind of go more into detail about this. If you just wanted to break it into videos, you can do that. If you're someone who doesn't want to show your face, you can literally film it and you do a voiceover with like keywords popping up on the screen like a slideshow. That you can do that in Canva. Yeah, you can do it in PowerPoint. Okay. But basically it's already mapped out for you. That makes sense. Okay. And then it says phase 2. Not now, later, you could eventually add on like a group coaching opportunity, right? A community, a chat, advanced healing type of stuff, like maybe like it could almost even be a retreat. Like there's so many different layers that you can go with it. But the point is, start simple, start small. This right here is enough. All you need for what you're trying to do. Okay. And then we can talk about pricing here in a second. Okay. So it says monetization model. Start with a low ticket digital product. So anywhere from between $27 and $97. Okay. That $27, $97 range is really, really good, especially when you're starting out, when you don't have a lot of testimonies, right? When you don't nobody give a damn about screenshots, y'all, as far as money, because people can make them up. Like, that's why I'm just like, Please stop falling for that because people be lying. Okay. Like, so again, your focus is the first thing you should be focused on is just serving, and actually seeing those transformations. And then, simply in exchange for when your customer does buy your product, say, hey, can you leave a testimony and let me know how this helped you, or what did you overcome in that short period of time? Okay. Then it also goes over the competition gap, because this is really important, right? So most relationship content talks about red flags, people already know, talks about healing, which is kind of too vague because healing can go so many different ways. And it says it doesn't help people actually leave. So that's based off of the offer that we just built. That is basically what is going to make you stand out. So when we have to talk competition, right? Because if there's a lot of people always say, well, how can I be successful at selling these digital products if she's doing it, if they doing it, they doing it? That's why you have to, again, validate your offer. You got to make it make sense, and you have to really kind of, what's that unique thing about you? People don't understand when it comes to having your own business, running your own digital marketing business, affiliate marketing business, whatever, right? Okay, nobody can copy you and your sauce, the way you deliver, the way you give the training, the way you put it together. So that's what makes you stand out. Okay. So if you're feeling like, oh my God, can I really do this? Like, is it possible? How's it going to be different from someone else? Again, just going off of this offer for a second, nobody is actually talking about, helping people actually leave. Like, everybody gives those little baby steps. So that's what would make you stand out. All right. And then actual validation plan. You validate while building. So you post content around those, said topics. So like, why you keep going back. It's not love, it's attachment. You don't have a self-worth problem, you have a boundary problem, okay? And you repeat the process, y'all. You repeat the process. It's not about trying to reinvent the wheel. If there's someone that is in your niche and what you're talking about, look at the type of content that they're posting. Look at the type of content that people are responding to, and that are actually leaving comments in the comments. And even, one thing that a lot of people don't take advantage of, like, say when it comes to like a really bigger creator, right? A lot of the times they don't go through and read all those comments. They can't get to all of them, right? So pay attention to, if this is something that you want to do, right? What are they not answering? Okay. And then build your product around that answer. Use your product to answer that question, because if people are actively in the comments and asking, hey, I want to know more about that, or how do I actually leave and actually say, in reference to what we were talking about, right? And start building content around that. So again, when they're searching and it's coming up, you know what I'm saying, and you're gonna pop up in rank, and then there, boom, now I got your attention, and I can link my product that's actually going to help you even do like a deeper dive with you. That's all this is, y'all. It's nothing that deep, I promise you. Okay. So it validates your plan. Okay. And then it says starts watching your comments, saves, and DMs and all that. And that's just a good signal. Okay, y'all. A lot of people be swearing up and down content is against them, and it's just simply data. Okay. If I am talking about relationships or whatever, like kind of earlier what we were talking about, I'm not going to try to appear, if I'm only talking about toxic relationships and that's my niche, that's what I'm in, that's what I'm good at, I can help you overcome that, right? You're not going to hear me ever really talking anything positive about, like, or like saying like, oh, married couples are just so amazing, right? Like, I'm not trying to attract y'all. I'm trying to attract the people that are struggling, that's going through, that's in the midst, that want to leave but scared to leave, that don't have the self-confidence or whatever. So all of my content needs to revolve around that. When I get on live, I need to be talking about that. Okay. You're not trying to appeal to everybody, because when you try to talk to everybody, you don't reach anybody. Okay. So the biggest part where people get lost and they get stuck is they try to appeal to everybody, right? They try to, oh, I can do this for you, I can do this for you. No, I am talking to who I'm trying to attract and who I want to spend money with me. That's just straight up. Okay. So then it even gives you a 30-day launch version. And it says, keep it stupid simple. Because again, y'all, when you are starting out as a beginner, please do not complicate the process. Please do not complicate the process. Okay. Simple is more. On Canva, they have over hundreds and thousands of templates that you can use. Okay. So again, if you're deciding to do an ebook, a guide, a checklist, or whatever, just plug and play. Don't try to build no shit from scratch. Don't do that. Okay. Because that's what's gonna hold you back and not get you going where you can start generating income. That's what, baby, 7 days or less. That's what I teach you. 7 days or less. If you're just coming in here, I'm simply showing you how we're building an offer, literally from a person saying that I don't know what I'm good at, to, hey, people always ask me for advice, and I always help them get out of their toxic relationships. And I'm just simply building an offer right in front of y'all live in the flesh. Okay. So we got our offer statement. We validated everything. We went through the whole process on that. Now it gives us this 30-day version of, like, what we're going to be doing, like different videos that we can post. If I go back into my prompt engine here and just come down, I've already did the competitor order. We got pricing strategy. Now the next thing I can have that do is build me an actual sales page. Okay. So did I get my offer name? I forgot to do my offer name, but that's okay. I'm just gonna drop this in here, and this is what I love about it, because you can kind of just do it. Oops, I forgot my W. But if you're new here and you are looking for a way to generate income, this is probably going to be one of the easiest ways to get started. If you don't know my story, I got started with digital products back in 2024, and now I help people get started with affiliate and digital marketing. So if you would like a little bit more information, first of all, I'll put new in the chat. Don't be shy, but I'm just simply just walking y'all through how to build an offer really quick so you can start generating income from your phone. There's no excuse. You're good at something, you have skills. I'm just quickly showing you how to pull them out of you so we can turn it into something. Okay. So so it says headline. I love this. You know it's toxic, so why do you keep going back? Sub headline. Finally break the cycle. Rebuild your self-worth. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. Instead of actually reading this whole sales page for y'all, this is where I'm gonna show you how you can use AI to work for you. Okay. Now I'm not gonna lie, I'm a lover of Claude nowadays, but I'm gonna see if I can do this in ChatGPT. Again, y'all, I'm doing this live, so we're gonna see how it goes. So I like the sales page, but what I'm gonna say is, so love the sales page idea. What is my actual offer name? Did we kind of come up with that? And then two, I love this this what you gave me. Can you give me a prompt to drop inside of Canva so I can create have it coded for me and have it create the sales page for me? Oh shit, Solid and woke up. Oh shit. I'm about to have to get off of here, y'all. Okay, so it says your offer name. Right now, we kind of had one. Stop going back, reset. Okay, we just gonna pretend that's it. But here's some other options it gives for you. And of course, you'll play around with it, do your own thing or whatever like that. Okay, but it did give you some options. Boom, right? But this is why we believe in working smarter, not harder. So again, I agreed with the sales page. I loved everything that it built for me based off of us walking through the offer. I had my clear transformation, all of that. Boom. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy this and I'm gonna drop this into Canva. So I'm gonna go up here. Hey, girl. Good morning. Here, you want to lay right here? Here, baby. It's okay. What's wrong, sweetie? It's okay. Go ahead, lay down, okay? Mama loves you. Okay? Lay down. Okay. So what we can do is we can go inside of Canva Code, okay? And again, you can really do this in Claude. I know Claude will probably kill it, but we're going to see what Canva gives us, okay? So I'm going to just drop this in here and have it design me a web page. Granted, I ain't giving no colors or nothing like that. You will know your colors, whatever you want it to be, but we're going to just see what it designs for us. Okay, and this is what I mean when I say y'all can have y'all offer up. I done gave you the offer. We didn't validate it, content ideas. Now we building our sales page. Again, you can do this in 7 days or less, all right? What's wrong, baby? Okay, go. They in your room on the thing. Okay. There you go. It's okay. Don't cry. Okay, and then you know what? While this is doing that, I'm gonna go into good old Claude too. Claude gonna ask me a whole bunch of goddamn questions. I already know, but it's all right. I'm just gonna see if it'll. No, it's gonna ask me, but baby, Claude is that Claude be Clauding. Okay, we're gonna see who gonna come up with it first. Okay, because Canva be taking some time. But again, no excuse. So you don't have to be a graphic designer. None of that. We gonna let AI work for us. Okay, y'all. There is no reason why you are not generating income from your phone. You don't have an excuse anymore. You just don't. Okay, this is exactly why I built the Sicko method. Again, if you swerving now, you're not good at nothing or whatever, then resell it. Okay, resell it. Every time you resell it, it's $82. Okay, so simple way, 2 different ways to generate income like that. Okay, Claude, you see Claude working. Claude working. Okay, so boom, page is done. Okay, just like that. Now, granted, we can go in there and flip the colors, and if you want to do that, you can do all that too. See how nice that looks? How cute is that? How cute is that, right? And then you can go in there and plug and play. Like, say if I wanted to be like, hey, could you make the colors more unison? Can you give me more like a blue and then a pink and then a black? So say if you wanted to change the colors up, you could do that, okay? And it'll just redo it. And then all you're doing is publishing this site. Boom, upload it to your stand store, your beacon store, whatever like that. But your sales page is done. We just did all this, y'all. I've been on here for 30 minutes. Okay. Normally I'm on here a lot longer than this. Okay. Let's see what Claude gave us. Because I know Claude usually be giving us some cute stuff too. We love a good Claude moment. Okay. But y'all, this is everything that you learn inside of my community and what I teach you. And like I said, I'm doing this as I'm talking to y'all because that's how easy and simple it is. You have no excuse. You got AI. You got ChatGPT. You got Claude. What's the problem? You don't have one. You're lying. Okay. So let's see. Dang, Claude is still Clauding. Let me try to stay on here and see. And then let me go through another prompt just to give y'all some more context. So say I'm struggling with content ideas, right? I can have it write me some killer hooks for my content. Boom, right? So I can also drop that in here just like this. Baby, I'm reposting this as a long form video. That's why, if y'all wondering why I'm doing this, that's why we doing this. Okay, so boom, killer hooks, pain mirror, knowing they're not good. Ooh, if I could talk, knowing that they're not good for you, but still missing them is a different kind of heartbreak. Baby, that's gonna pull the people in. That's gonna pull the people in. But you see what I mean? It literally does everything for you with your offer. So you get the hooks, you get everything. Let's see, did they build? Boom. See, the sales page is done. I built this sales page literally. I didn't build it. I'm lying. I didn't build this shit. Claude did it for me based off of the prompt that I got from the G. So that's what I'm saying. Like y'all can do this within minutes, okay? And if I want to, I can link, have this go to my actual, where I collect the customers' payments. But again, everything is done. Everything is motherfucking done. I can't sales page done. Okay, like what's wrong with you? And it's cute too. Again, if you want to switch up the colors of it, you can do that or whatever. But all that designing and stuff, you don't have to worry about it because it's done for you. Let's see, did Canva change our colors? Oh, that's cute. Because I wanted to appeal to both the men and the women. You know what I'm saying? So boom, sales page, just like that. Finish. Changed up all the colors. Of course, if you have like a specific brand kit colors, you can drop your brand kit in there as well too. But that part is done. So we got our sales page done. We got our offer. We know what we're talking about. We got hooks. What else we need? Let's keep going, okay? Threads. If y'all are not on Threads, that's a really, really easy and simple way to get your offer out there. And it's really kind of slept on. Y'all know everybody is crazy about TikTok and selling hard on TikTok. So if you really feel like TikTok is competition on you, start with Threads. I think having a YouTube channel on Threads is probably, people really sleep on it, okay? People really be sleeping on it. But Threads, people be in their motherfucking feelings. If you are doing the toxic relationship, that's going to be really good, okay? So I can go back into the bot and drop this just like that. Write me some disruptive thread posts to promote my offer. Okay, and I can keep repeating these prompts over and over and over however I want to. The point is, obviously, like I said, I'm just going in order just so y'all can see. So it says hook. They said they were done with him and went back 3 days later. Ooh, that's gonna get somebody. That's gonna get somebody crying, blocking him, telling everybody, I'm done this time. Then one text comes in, oof, and suddenly none of that matters anymore. They're right back where they're motherfucking started. Okay, confused, drained, and embarrassed. That's gonna pull the people in. That's gonna make somebody feel called out. That's gonna make somebody be like, "Ooh, she talking about me. Ooh, she talking about me." Okay, what's she talking about? What the hell she got? Okay, y'all. And when you learn how to, play on that psychology, right? That's what brings you sales. All right. So we keep going. Let me go and get some more. For the people that be like, oh, I got somebody in my DM, right? They're interested in buying my offer, and then you freeze up. Again, y'all, everything that I put inside of this program is things that I use on my students to help them get their sales, the things that they struggle with that we fixed. And this is the same formula that I'm using. Okay. So a lot of people for some reason freeze up in the DMs and they lose a lot of sales. So again, if you want to, you can screenshot your DM, drop it in the bot, or you can just simply say, hey, just give me a, oops, I thought I copied it. Just give me a girl. Sorry, I got some chicken in my tooth. I feel like just give me a script to basically say in the DM, okay? And so boom, it does it for you, just like that. Now again, if you have like an actual like somebody reached out to you, maybe they comment one of your keywords or something like that online, then boom, you can always screenshot and be like, hey, I'm nervous about replying back to this DM. I don't want to lose the sale. Can you give me something to say? And it can also do that as well too. Okay. So like I said, everything is done for you. You just gotta talk. You just gotta simply talk. So it gives you like an opener. If somebody like kind of like discovered you or whatever like that, soft pitch, all the different ways that you can respond. Again, the more specific you are, the better your response will actually be. And then what else? Should we keep going? Email. I put the email sequence in here. You also get like a live script. So like people, one of y'all, I'm telling y'all right now, going live is probably going to be the easiest and fastest way to actually generate income. Okay, y'all, you do not stop thinking that you need a whole bunch of followers, because you don't. Okay, I have students that literally went live within their first week and got a sale. Okay, they did not have a lot of followers. They had well under 100 followers. Okay, it's all about your messaging, your position, and how you connect with people, right? And if people can clearly understand the clear transformation that they're going to get from investing with you, it does not matter. I don't care if you have 2 people following you. Okay. Honestly, the followers don't mean shit anyway. Because a lot of the times the followers, they just be following and they ain't doing shit. A lot of your people may not even be following you, and they just buy based off of, again, because they hear that clear transformation. Okay. They're also I want to do the objection killer, because I feel like this is going to be the number one. This is another reason why so many people get held back. People always be like, well, nobody's buying my, if anybody ever came to you and was like, people keep saying that they want to buy, but it's because of money or it's because of this or whatever. So let's do what some objections would be for this offer particularly. Okay. So it says, say less. If somebody says I need to think about it, they're not confused. They're scared to decide. Translation: what if I do this and it doesn't work? Reframe: thinking won't fix the problem, action will. So basically it just gives you like a way to respond. So if somebody like basically says that, like, oh, I need to think about it or whatever, this is how you follow back up. And this is how you get sales, like straight up. Okay. Not telling you to be aggressive, not trying to tell you to be like cold DMing motherfuckers. I'm not saying that. Okay. Please don't ever do that, because I would be pissed. Like, did I ask for this information? Like, that's how I be feeling. Don't do that. Okay. If anybody's telling y'all to cold DM people, do not do that. Do not. Y'all have made well over $380,000. I've never cold DM nobody. Okay. Only if you express some interest is the only time I will reach out. But I don't just be DMing people like, hell no. That's why I really don't even like be messing with mini chat like that. But that's another story for another day. So the script that they gave us was, I get it, but real talk, what exactly are you thinking about? That was a little direct, wasn't it? Is it whether you're ready to actually be done, or whether you think this will work for you? Okay. And then let them answer. And they even give you a follow-up message. Okay. So because if you stay in the same situation, nothing changes. So it's really just a decision whether you're ready to break the cycle or not. Okay. And again, they give you different examples. Again, if you have a more specific scenario, obviously you would just kind of plug and play that in there, just quickly just showing you all the different modes. Okay. And then also there's a launch checklist mode in there, along with just a mindset reset, which is extremely important. And you even have the option to learn more about reselling the Sicko method. So again, if you are someone, I don't care if you feel like you have any experience, you don't, you have a following, you don't, it does not matter. You have skills. There's something that you're good at that people say to you all the time, like, man, you should sell that, you should package that, and you should, and there's nothing wrong with it. I don't care if it's cooking. I don't care if it's relationships. I don't care if it's showing people how to save their money, if it's coupon or whatever. Your skill, your talent, God wouldn't have gave you that for no reason. Okay. And you can turn it into a digital asset while you're working your 9 to 5. Like I said, I've made well over $380,000 and I still work my 9 to 5. Y'all, all income is good income, especially in this economy that we're in right now. And that's why I wanted to create this community, because I wanted people to have opportunity to learn how to pull this stuff with outside of them and turn it into offer. I have helped so many different people that has so many different talents, from teachers to lawyers to, moms to breastfeeding moms to, what I mean, young men that teach people how to draw. So y'all, we all good at something and we can turn it into something. And just in general, if you don't take nothing else from me, when it came to this video today, I just want to quickly, just tell you, like, the way the world is evolving, the way the world is automating, right? You need an extra little something on the side. You need a little side. I don't want to just say it's a side income stream, because this is my full-time income. I honestly, my 9 to 5 is really my side income stream, because what I put in is what I get out. The more I show up, the more I make. You know what I mean? But I also have learned how to create these assets that make me money while I'm on live. I'm making money. While I'm not on live, I'm making money. While, content that I posted months ago, years ago, at this point, right, still makes me money. And if I can do that, you can do that as well too. So you have no excuse. You can literally start with the Sicko method today. It's a one-time investment of $97. You get lifetime access. It should not take you a lifetime to go through this. Again, the program is designed for you to be able to create, validate, and build your offer and sell it within 7 days. Again, you get those modules. It's only 8 modules inside of the program, but most importantly, you get this by everything that I just showed you today and how I walked through this and creating that offer. I showed you how to create the sales page, all that shit, y'all. I just did this while I was on live, so you cannot tell me there's no reason why you can't do it. And then on top of it, you have that built-in extra income of not only are you building your own offer, right? But if you want to turn around and resell the Sicko method, you can, and you earn $82 per sale. So, a couple of those, 10 of those a week, that's $820. Okay. So you literally have no excuse why you haven't got started and why you just don't start. Okay. It's not about being perfect. It's not about having all the answers. Okay. And that's what I teach you inside of there. So I was just simply showing you how to build and validate and offer, create a sales page. If you want to go back and watch the live, you can, and how you can do that and what I teach you inside of my community. Are you someone interested and want to learn more about digital marketing, affiliate marketing? Let me know. Let me know. If you're new here, y'all, put new in the chat, okay? I usually don't get on here and show my screen, y'all, and I'm gonna quickly show y'all how. Will it let me do this? Hopefully. If you want to see, like, if you're interested in getting it on a payment plan, let me move this over here. Is it not pulling up over here? Dang it. There we go. So if you click the link that I have down, it's pinned in the comments. Y'all should be able to see it. You can just scroll down, or if you want to, you can click get access right here. But if you just scroll down, I'm thinking I'm on my touchscreen computer. I'm not. Scroll all the way down to the bottom. Again, this is just telling you about the program, what's inside, what all you get. Very straight point. This is for men and women. Again, I want to say that because I know a lot of guys are like, hey, you only help the moms. You only help the moms. That's just letting you know the modules that you get inside. Again, y'all, 8 modules, very to the point. We have the skills extraction. Again, basically what I walked y'all through today and showing you, hey, RFW, I don't know if you heard me, but skill extraction, that's the first module. And you just go through these modules in order, like I said, 7 days or less. You can definitely get, I've had students already that are literally through the modules, and this just launched last Friday. So but then you walk through the validation before creation, because again, we want to make sure that there's actually demand for your product. Just because it's something that you're good at and you're interested in, right? That's cool, but we're going to know that it sells. Then you have to learn how to craft your actual message. Okay, this is what you're going to be saying daily in your content when you're getting on live, right? So you'll attract the ideal buyer, right? I don't want to get on here wasting my time and be just talking to anybody. I want to make sure I'm talking to the people that are serious and that are ready to take action to start generating income. Okay. And no way am I saying this is a get rich quick scheme, right? It requires you to do the work, but when you do it, the payoff can be extremely amazing for you, right? Okay. And then the next module is the build the like in the ebook version or in that module style for y'all, but it gave me everything mapped it out. And then we price and package it. We sell without needing an audience. Going live, y'all, is probably going to be the easiest and fastest ways to make sales. Okay. You do not have to have a lot of followers. You get on live and you connect. And when you're using those keywords in reference to back when we talk positioning and messaging, right? You start attracting those type of people. Okay. Then you turn it into an asset. And then the last module is the actual, the Sicko bot, what I just told y'all, and that has the prompts and everything included in there. Okay. So the module 8 alone, which is what the bot is in, is truly worth, well over the $97. So you're really getting the steal. And the fact that you're able to, have your questions answered whenever, it's 24 hours, 7 days a week, you know what I'm saying? So it's just hosted in ChatGPT. Okay. And these are all the different modes of what it can do and then some. All right. And then, like I said, here are some frequently asked questions. If you want to look at that, you can. Again, that's just more information about me. If you want to know my story, and again, it's $97. This is the early bird pricing. Once I hit my first milestone, the price will be going up. So this is a great time if you've been wanting to get started, you're ready to create your offer, but you just kind of need a little bit more support and a better understanding of how this works. Then you want to hop in. You said help you. Hey, get in here and I'll be happy to help you. Okay. So when you get started, obviously you guys will, you get access to me and you get a little bit more one-on-one guidance. Okay. You can ask questions inside of the community. I do not do live calls inside of this community. This is, like I said, very like straight to the point, step by step. It's really not that hard to follow. Again, it's all about just extracting what you already know. Okay. Stop thinking that y'all got to get on this internet and do what you see somebody else is doing. That's what's holding you back. What are you already good at? What are you already good at? Okay. And let's build an offer around that. Let's validate it. Let's create it fast. And again, all those colors and all that shit don't mean nothing. Stop letting that shit hold you back. Okay. But when you're ready, you can just click here. And y'all, you can even get it on a payment plan. So that's what I said. Y'all have no excuse. If you want to use Affirm or Sezzle, you can just click here and split the payments up. If not, if you just scroll down, I hate when my computer does this. Sorry, scroll down to the bottom. Down here, you can put in your payment information right there. So again, you have no excuse. Stop making excuses and just start today, okay, y'all? Do I have anybody in here that has any questions? Any questions? How do I stop sharing my screen? Okay. Anybody has questions? Like I said, if you're just now coming in here, I was walking through and I just showed y'all how I created an offer literally in like 30 minutes or less. We created a sales page. We went through literally all the steps. We validated our offer. We talked about, the competitors in that niche specifically, and this is what you can do inside of the Sicko method. Okay, on top of you being able to create your own offer, you are able to make $82 per sale just by reselling the Sicko method. So if that's something that you're interested in, again, two income streams kind of built in one, but the point is to build your own offer, y'all. There's nothing like having ownership and being able to create something once and to say, and I'm just speaking from my experience, but also a lot of my students' experience. Create something one time, okay? And you're able to make money weeks from today, months from today, years from today. That's the beauty of digital marketing and affiliate marketing. Okay. Do I have anybody that has any questions? Anybody? Does anybody want to get started? Let me know. If not, y'all, I'm going to hop off over here. Again, if you're just coming in, if you want to go back to the beginning of the live, I encourage you to do so. I'm just quickly showing you and walking you through how to create an offer. I can literally show you how to create an offer for anything. And again, not for anything. Let me not say it like that, right? We gotta validate. We gotta make sure there's some demand. Okay. That's where people be fucking up at. So don't do that. Don't just go into regular Chat GPT because it's going to give you generic ass answers. You need something that's actually custom to understanding, like, okay, people are actively searching for this in Reddit, on Google, on TikTok. Okay, this is an evergreen thing. This is not just a seasonal thing. You have to kind of go through those process and filter all of that out first to ensure that this is something that's going to sell. Okay, and it needs to be something that has a clear problem, right, and a clear outcome that you are going to give them in your product. And your product could be an ebook, it could be a guide, it could also be just a private YouTube membership, it could be a Telegram group, depending on what it is, right? We want to make sure that we're putting it in that format where it makes sense and it will actually be an easy win for your customer. Okay, we don't want to complicate anything. Okay, y'all. Well, if nobody has any questions, I will link the information down to the Sicko method down below. Again, if you are just now coming in the room or you just now catching me, because I know a lot of people always catch me on the back end, go back and watch the beginning of this live. I just simply walked you through how I literally just thought of a random idea and built an offer literally within seconds. This is the power of AI. This is the power of digital marketing. And this is what you can be doing. It does not matter your age. It does not matter where you're from. You don't need no business degree. All you need is a willingness to want to be able to have more, to want to do more for yourself, and to want to serve people. That's the biggest thing. I love making money, y'all, all day long, but I get so much joy out of actually transforming and helping people see that, hey, this shit was already within you. Okay. I just gave you the little skills and the structure. That's all I do. You know what I mean? But as far as you, that skill, that knowledge that you have, that's you. You just need to learn how to package it. And that's exactly what you're going to learn inside of the Sicko method. Okay. So everything will be linked down below. If you have any questions, feel free to leave those down below as well. But I will see y'all on the next live. You guys have a wonderful Tuesday.